Before I begin, I have two announcements. The first is that I now have a permanently available Google form on my channel where you can send feedback about the channel. It's anonymous and it allows you to submit as much or as little as you'd like. I read all the responses, and the multiple choice questions form charts which I'll be making decisions for the channel on in the future. So if you want to have your say on how the channel is run, head over and spend a few minutes filling it out. The second is that I now have a public Discord server, and the constant invitation is also available on my channel art, so hit that up and you'll be automatically joined.
Top story.
After a 7-month-long journey, SrGuillester has finally verified one of the two extreme demons he's been making his name on for the past half a year. Hatred, a collab between him and Azula 7, is an extreme, albeit short, demon, which is basically Acropolis and Wacropolix on drugs. It's the hardest level Guillester has ever beaten to this day. He compared it to the difficulty of Cataclysm, but there was some instantly comparing it to around Phobos difficulty. Unlike Cosmic Calamity, this took barely any time to get featured, and it has been put as number 7 on the list, below Phobos and above Conical Depression. Sonics and Truster have both been working on it, with Sonics probably the most likely to beat it first, having gone from around 0 to 40 and 40 to 100, whereas Truster was only able to get 30% before his holiday. Also on this topic, the other level Guillester has been working on, 211, which was a collab with Etzer, has been deleted due to multiple complications. It was taking an incredibly long time to be built, as Etzer had difficulty keeping on top of the workload, and also the lead time that would have been needed to verify would have meant that it may be upwards of even a year before we would have seen anything from it. After his victory over Dueler Maestro, Guillester now plans to turn his efforts to his new Extreme Demon multiplayer sequel, Freedom Dive, a level he is working on with Azula, the one who designed Hatred. So unfortunately, 211 is not something we're going to see. However, Guillester has promised that Freedom Dive will be harder, and the gameplay building, practice and decorations are coming along incredibly fast.
Also in the news.
A few weeks off the back of verifying Artificial Ascent, Combined has ended 2016 by verifying a new Extreme Demon, a Darker Fate by Logic. The build up to this level was not really that suspenseful, as Combined had previewed the level and beat it very quickly after that. This level sort of bears resemblance to the Flawless, which was verified by Truster, as it's taken the theme of a well-known Team N2 Extreme Demon and created a new level which focuses more on the straight flying and precise tight wave spaces, while still being an insane/extreme demon. It's out now and available to play.
In other news.
Australian player Lunar has quit GD for good, uploading a huge goodbye video thanking all his acquaintances over the journey. He's now going to stick to playing Osumania on his channel, and he'll occasionally upload his political videos. He was a skilled player back in 1.9 and a player very much in the popular conscience with so many ties to Riot and other famous players. It seems as if Infernal Abyss, G-Boy's forgotten 2.0 Extreme Demon sequel to Cataclysm, might actually not get a rated version. Quite a large misunderstanding and breakdown of communications occurred recently, in which Jacob Firestone verified it, followed by YG Yoshi verifying the same version after about 18,000 attempts. Both got released and there was controversy over which one would be rated, but it seems RobTop has showed signs of rating neither by deleting both off of the trending section. It would be a shame if at least one of them never gets rated, as this level has been anticipated almost for as long as Yatagarasu has. BlassCFB has become the latest person to beat Sonic Wave. It seems whatever Blast puts his mind to, he achieves at the moment. It's crazy. This is definitely his hardest demon so far, and he's now moved on to Artificial Ascent, in which he currently has 85%. Although, he works so fast that by the time this has managed to be uploaded, he might have already beaten it.
Drama alert.
So because there's always so much drama in the community, this new section, Drama Alert, is something I'm going to be doing regularly, where I showcase all the dramas in the community. I'll try to be fairly balanced, just so you can get an insight on what's going on. Tosh Deluxe and Etzer have been involved in a pretty frosty argument recently. You may remember that there was unspoken tension between the two after Etzer posted a video shaming Tosh for his shitty series levels. But more recently, Etzer has called out Tosh publicly for stealing jokes, gags and intellectual content from his bootleg series for Tosh's Geometry Dash World review, a video that was monetized and received around 50,000 views. The mutual respect the two had for each other was completely lost, and after Etzer made a sarcastic tweet about Tosh based on his sub count, Tosh responded with a similar styled tweet that was a lot more salty. Tosh has had to disable likes and dislikes on his GD World video, and this is yet more negative publicity following the drama with Cyrillic, Ramo, Water and Amnesia finally dying down. Aurorus has been involved in another argument, but this time it's quite reasonable. Following Meatius' extended periods of inactivity, many players have been trying to claim their verifying rights to Sonic Wave Rebirth. The first was the Evil Toad, who claimed to be given permission by SrGuillester. After word of this got out, SrGuillester's blessing was revoked, and a player named Meatius Gaming claimed he was now the verifier, and that SrGuillester gave him permission. As soon as word of this broke out, Aurorus put up a video claiming Meatius had stolen the level, and then SrGuillester commented denying all claims of allowing anyone else to take over. Meatius also tried to say that Funny Game gave him permission, but Funny Game is extremely unlikely to comment on any matter such as this. Through the fray of all this, Meatius seems to have resurfaced, getting 55% a few days ago. However, rumours that SrGuillester is redesigning his part may yet mean more delays to the process of this being released.
Upcoming level news.
There isn't really that much in the way of upcoming levels at the moment besides Freedom Dive and the odd rebirth here and there, as many have turned their attention to the 2.1 editor glitch on GD World and others are awaiting 2.1 itself. However, N-Level is one of the key players in upcoming levels at the moment. Buffed Unnerfed Allegiance is a work in progress for him. The level, by Necroplays, has been adapted and not only left unnerfed but has also been buffed to a near impossible level by N-Level. The level is now around Yatagarasu difficulty and N-Level is making steady progress through it. He is just under halfway after around 70,000 attempts in total. He also has completed all the parts individually, including the near impossible one-space swing copter part. This is currently second only to Bloodlust and perhaps Yatagarasu. It will be interesting to see the tidal effect this has on the community when it's verified and where it will place. N-Level also released a preview of a level that's to be decorated by Joshua. The gameplay looks quite fun and it looks around medium demon level, but the main talking point is the song. The theme drops so many F-bombs it's unreal, and RobTop is quite strongly averse to swearing in levels. If it is decorated well enough and verified legitimately, this new level could become a controversial one in the future.
Top 50 news.
The top 10 received a minor change last week after I briefly mentioned it in my last top 50 review. Betrayal of Fate by WeoWeoTio and XCY7 was moved above its brother level A Bizarre Phantasm by Team N2. Also, a new entry has made the list, Uprise. It is a fairly unknown hack level by Bladem and it was added at number 11, knocking Plasma Pulse 3 away behind it. However, this does seem quite reminiscent to the Deadly Hexagon Force drama, a hack level that managed to make the list for a very short time before being unrated. So maybe it will be unrated over hacks and will be removed soon. The entry knocked Demonic Base off the list, and then Elements X by Eken was the next to go, followed by Night Terrors by Heinz and Lugia. However, SrGuillester and Azula's Hatred has been placed at number 7, which has knocked Elements X off, and then New Supersonic, which was buffed before being verified by Avila, the supposed player behind the new Ultimate Phase Rebirth, verified it. This knocked Night Terrors off the list, and now the Janus Miracle by Megadeer is rooted to the foot of the table. Cataclysm has been knocked down to 19th after Allegiance by Necroplays was moved above it, having previously been one place below. The Ultimate Phase is now number 21 and Ice Carbon Diablo X is now number 20. Both Ice Carbon Diablo X and Cataclysm are preparing to fall out of the top 20, which is ironic given so little time ago people were going insane over the loss of Cataclysm from the top 10. Recently, list editors ran a poll for the forum members to decide which out of Artificial Ascent and Sonic Wave should hold the top spot, and it seems Artificial Ascent won. However, the poll has been removed and no changes have been made. While the rest of the list is holding firm, A Darker Fate and Jacob Firestone's new level, Sheol, have both been verified, and both, with the possible exception of Sheol, will make the list, causing more jarrings to occur. A bizarre phantasm is now the new number 10 after Betrayal of Fate was moved above it. A Thanatos is still below Bloodbath, and the top 5 of a Thanatos, Bloodbath, Succub in Hell, Artificial Ascent and Sonic Wave are holding firm, despite being subject to volatile change at any time.
Thanks for watching. I've been your host C1997.